amazing training. I'm so glad you're here. Now this class is not just for hardcore athletes or advanced athletes. It's for everyone because I'm going to show you modifications that'll take you from level 1 or beginner level up to an intermediate level to an advanced level over time. Now every month there's a class that focuses on balance, flexibility, and agility. And today we're going to start with that class. We're going to get down the form and the basics so that you can progress and do the more advanced stuff very soon. So the reason that we do this type of class every month is because it keeps you agile and it keeps your body functioning so you don't hurt yourself or injure yourself in regular everyday life. So let's get down into our warm-up. I like to do a regular Pilates warm-up so it really engage into our core and connect into the breath right from the start. So we're going to be in a hook position, neutral spine, arms long at your side. The feet are hip distance apart and then parallel to each other. So we're going to take an inhale here. On an exhale, we're going to breathe out through the mouth. So we're going to take an inhale here through the nose. We're going to breathe out through the mouth with a little bit of resistance from pursed lips. And you'll feel your abs engage from that resistance. And then inhale again through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Feel those abdominals engage. We're not doing anything right now. We're just focusing on breath. One more time. On our next exhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis. So we're inhaling, we're staying right here. On an exhale, you're going to drop the hips down, imprint every vertebrae into the mat. So your pelvis tilts a little bit. And then we inhale, go back to that neutral position with a little space underneath the low back. Exhale to imprint. Inhale to release back to neutral. Now our abs are still engaged in neutral. Continue to go on your own here, imprint and release. Abs are still engaged in neutral. The abdominal, because the abdominals are doing all of the work, rotating the pelvis. There's no extra pressure into the feet. My upper body is not doing anything. My shoulders stay back and down, nice and relaxed. My chin stays down and my neck stays long. Good, let's do one more here. Exhale to imprint, and then we're going to hold it here. And I'm going to inhale, float my right leg up to what's called tabletop, toes pointed. Exhale to extend long. Inhale, coming back. Now as you extend again on the exhale, keep that pelvis in imprint, spine and imprint. So just warming up nice and easily here, providing a little bit of resistance for those abs to stay in imprint. Last one on this side. So just a little bit of resistance now. We're going to inhale, float the left leg up, exhale it long, because we're going to add more later. So every time you extend, you're trying to reach a little bit further. Navel to the floor. Last one here. And then inhale, release that foot back down to the ground, hip distance apart from the right foot. So now we're going to go side to side. Still in imprint position, we're going to inhale, float the right leg back up. Exhale, bring it out to the side without letting our left hip move. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, rotating out. Inhale, back. Just two more here. We're opening up that hip and we're stabilizing through the left side of the body. Last one. And then inhale, float the, exhale, float the right leg down. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, float it out. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, float it out. Right hip stays down. Right side of the body is not moving. Your right knee should be pointing at the ceiling at all times. Last one here. And exhale, float it down. Awesome. Release from neutral spine. We're going to do some roll-ups and start mobilizing the spine. So in a neutral pelvis. So in neutral, just to go into a little more explanation there, hip bones and pubic bone on the same horizontal plane. Okay, so you have a nice S curve through your spine, and you're very stable in your pelvis. Taking an inhale here, you're going to exhale, go back to imprint. You're going to peel one vertebrae at a time off the mat. Inhale here at the top, squeezing your glutes or your butt muscle. And then exhale, you're around that spine, scoop the abs or hollow out the abs. And roll it down. Every vertebrae touches the ground one at a time, all the way back to that imprint. Chin stays down. And then inhale, release to neutral. Feels good. And then exhale, imprint again, peeling back up, one vertebrae at a time. That tailbone is tucked under. Inhale, Make sure the legs are still parallel to each other, the knees haven't widened, or what I like to call winging out. And on that next exhale, we're rolling down 1/3 weight at a time. Chin stays down, neck long. Reach that tailbone, always imprint, and then inhale, release. Okay, warming up next in a little bit of rotation. So your feet and knees are going to come together. Arms extend out to the side. You're going to glue your shoulders down to the floor and not let them come back up. On an inhale here in the center, we're going to hold. On an exhale, you're going to drop both knees to one side, rotating at the waist. Feel that nice little stretch here. Remember, the opposite shoulder stays down. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, back center. Now notice if one side is tighter than the other, you can hold there for a little bit longer. One more time each side. And then coming back to center. Arms are going to come behind your head. Fingertips lightly touching at the base of your skull. Elbows are going to stay wide. We're going to do a couple ab preps here. You can be neutral spine or imprinted spine. So on an inhale, we're going to lengthen the neck off the floor. Chin comes about a fist space from your chest. It's going to stay right there. That's if you were holding an orange there. And then exhale, you're going to slide rib cage to hips. You're going to shorten that distance and hollow out your abs at the same time. Inhale to hold here, shift your elbows. Exhale, roll it back down 1/3 weight at a time. Again, inhale, lengthen the neck. Exhale, slide rib cage to hips. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, rolling it back down. One more time with a full rep before we transition to a new exercise. Inhale, hold here. And exhale, roll it down. Good. So we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop. Whatever both legs are in tabletop or in the air, we are going to imprint the spine. That's going to help keep tightness out of the hip flexors and help save our low back from getting pinched. So on an inhale, again, we're going to lengthen the neck off the floor. Exhale, slide rib cage to hips. Inhale, lengthen your arms at your side. Now if you're a newbie, you're going to keep your legs in tabletop. Okay, to step it up a little bit, you're going to lengthen your legs long, and then to step it up even more, you're going to lower down closer to the floor. The closer to the floor, the harder. Okay, then we're going to do the 100. So arms long, you're going to pump your arms up and down about 6 inches. Breathe in for 5, then breathe out for 5. There's 10. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 30. Good. Every time you exhale, you're scooping your navel a little bit more. Cinching that waist, tightening it up. Make sure you're not letting it pop. And we're at 50. Check your spine here. If you're losing imprint, you're going into this position. Okay, tighten up your hip flexors. We don't want to get those any tighter. So bring your legs back to tabletop. 70. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 80. 2 more sets. Push, push, push. Breathe through it. 90. And 100. Tuck the knees into your chest. Roll the shoulders back down a few times. And we're going to flip over, warm up our extension a little bit, and then we'll be set to go. So feet are going to be face down, hip distance apart, just a little wider, or hands just a little wider than your shoulders, nose on the floor. We're going to take an inhale here without pressing into the floor, lengthen up, reaching the top of your head to the side wall, sliding your shoulder blades down away from your ears, and then exhale, lower back down, nose to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale down. Awesome. Keep going on your own there. Now make sure with your form, you're not overextending through your cervical spine or your neck. Okay, you want to keep that nose angled down slightly to the floor. Last one here. Awesome. Let's lift the lower half. So one hand on top of the other, forehead on your hands, shoulders down away from your ears. On an inhale, you're going to prepare this time. Exhale, lift and lengthen through your toes, squeezing your glutes, and then inhale it down. Exhale, lift and lengthen, reach a little further, a little longer. Inhale. And release it down, push back, sit in a shell stretch. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathing out any tension on the exhales. Alright, so up next we're going to do our Pilates ab series. Now the reason that I use a lot of Pilates principles in our core work is because it makes you move with precision. You'll see a lot of people in the gym doing things at like a super fast pace, and all they're doing is using momentum to their advantage. Their abdominals don't have to work as hard. Their muscles in general don't have to work as hard. So when you move with purpose and you make a mind-muscle connection with your muscles, you really get the most efficient and effective workout possible. So we're going to go back down to hook position. Okay. Both legs are going to float up on the tabletop, imprint the spine. Arms are going to be long at your side, palms facing in. On an inhale, lengthen the neck just like we did in those ab prep warm-ups. Exhale, slug vacation hips. Inhale, holding here. Exhale, you're going to lengthen the right leg. Gently tuck the left knee in. It's not a forced stretch. It's a nice little pulse or a tuck. Inhale, release, and then exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, release. Exhale, switch. We're doing 10 each side. And all while we're focusing on pulling our navel to the floor. So the upper body is very stable here. There's no shoulder rotation. We're going to add that on the next set. Be sure to get that forced exhale out. Last one each side. And then adding rotation to our hands, come behind our head, keeping our elbows nice and wide. On an inhale, prepare. On an exhale, lengthen your right leg. Twist right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Now I want you to pause slightly when you're in that twisted position. Make sure you can feel it in your core. And here's 4. Again, we're going to 10. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Coming back to center. Arms are going to be long again. We're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, lengthen the legs, keeping imprint. Scoop that navel. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lengthen the legs. Inhale back. Now our arms aren't doing anything. They're just hanging out here. There's 4. 5. 6. If you're losing imprint, angle a little upward toward the ceiling. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Last one. You're going to send the right leg up, left leg out. If this is not going to happen, bend the knee, kind of like we did in the previous exercise. Grab right behind your hamstring. Okay, so grabbing up against under the calf if we can. We're going to exhale, do 2 gentle pulses. Again, not forcing anything, and then switch. Exhale, exhale. Now I'm really using that exhale to deepen my engagement with my abs. The transverse abdominis, our deepest, most abdominal muscle, helps the diaphragm force air out of the lungs. Kind of like when you laugh or you cough, you can feel your abs tighten. That's what we're going for here. Let's do 2 more each side. Here's 1 and 2. And release it all the way back down with control. Let's flip over. We'll do another back move. So this time our arms are going to be long. Nose to the floor. Your nose will always be angled down toward the floor, pointing at the floor throughout this entire exercise. So we're going to lift arms and legs, both 2 inches off the floor, reaching long. It's more about length than about height here. And then we're going to flutter. So opposite arm and leg lift. Inhale for 5 flutters. Exhale for 5 flutters. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Kind of like 100. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. Reach a little further on that exhale. And control it down to the back to a shallow stretch. Take a couple deep breaths here. And we're going to get into a basic side plank. So we're going to bring our elbow to the floor, right underneath the shoulder. You can start off knees bent, or if you're ready, top leg in front with your legs straight. Your heel and your toe should be touching here. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, exhale, lift and lengthen up. Arm reaches to the ceiling. Inhale, bring it back behind your head, and then exhale. If you'd like to hold here, just hold. Or you can rotate, elbow to the floor. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale to twist. Inhale up. And exhale down. Again, if you want to just hold right here, if that's where you're at right now, that's fine. Build up to the rotation. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. It's a lot of work on this bottom shoulder. We want to keep it down, away from the ear, and a good postural position. Let's do one more. And then inhaling up, we're going to hold, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and control it back down to the floor. Awesome, let's switch sides. Again, shoulder right underneath the elbow, stacked knees, or stagger the feet, the top leg in front. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale, lift up, reach to the ceiling, nice and high, open chest. And inhale, bring the hand behind your head, hold here if you need to, or exhale, twist, navel in, inhale, bring it up, exhale, twist, inhale it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, anytime you need to, you can modify, switch down to your knees, 6, 7, watch that bottom shoulder, keep it strong, now away from the ears. 2 more, breathe through it. Awesome, and then relax it all the way down. Good, next we're going to do a little bit with balance. We're going to stand all the way up. Okay, nice and tall. We're going to start with our right foot. Arms are going to be out to the side. They're going to stay out to the side the entire time. Fingertips long, reaching in opposite directions. So we're balancing on our right foot. On an exhale, we're going to bring the left foot forward, just a little kick and point. Inhale, flex, bring it back. Exhale, little kick and point. Inhale, flex, bring it back. We're doing 5 here. There's 3, 4, and 5. Out to the side. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex, bring it back. 2, navel nice and tight, standing tall, don't lose your arms. Here's 4, and 5. To the back. Exhale. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Now as that leg goes back, watch the little tip forward. Stay nice and tall. Just use your glute, your butt muscle, to lift that leg or extend it back. Last one here. And then we're going to do half circles. So we're going to exhale, point, go all the way around to the back, flex, bring it in. Exhale, point, circle all the way to the back, flex, bring it in. There's 2. Now just make as big a circle as you can keep balance. Okay, so if your circle is tiny right now, in a few weeks, it'll be big. Good, last one in this direction. And then let's reverse. So you're going to exhale back, swing it all the way to the front, flex it in. Exhale back, swing it all the way to the front, inhale, flex it in. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now keep those arms up. We're going to switch legs. Balancing on our left, we're going to exhale, point, reach forward, inhale, flex. Exhale, point, reach forward, inhale, flex. 3, 4, 5, to the side, 1, 2. Now we're not laterally rotating here, we're not turning out, we're keeping that foot forward. 4, 5, to the back. 1, remember staying nice and tall, abs and tight here. 3, do you feel like your shoulders yet? I'm sure you do. Last one, and then circles. Exhale forward, swing it all the way to the back. Inhale, flex it in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, go a little slower if you need to. And 5, reverse. 1, work those arms, keep them up there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome, now you can relax your arms down. Now the next time you do that, if you weren't feeling it enough in your shoulders, you want to feel it more, hold a little set of dumbbells in your hands. I promise you will feel the burn in your shoulders. Okay, let's go back down to the mat. We're going to do a little plank series here. There's a couple modifications that you can do in this. So you can do plank on your knees. Okay, so you want to make sure that the breath of your body from your knees to your shoulders is in a straight line. Too low, and you're going to pinch your back, not work your abs at all. Too high, you're not going to work your abs at all, and all your weight will be forward into your shoulders. Okay, so you'll feel it more there. Okay, so you want to get the optimal position, and that's going to be with the body in a straight line. Shoulders down away from the ears. Navel always swooping up to the ceiling. Don't just let it hang, you've got to engage it. Make that mind-muscle connection. Okay? The next tier up, you go onto your toes. So you go right here. Okay, and then the next tier up, if you're ready, you're going to add some leg movements today. Okay, so pick whichever is right for you. If you want to go to your knees and hold there while we do the exercises, that's completely fine. So we're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to step up, knees or toes, and then get into our breath. So we're inhaling here. Exhale, navel swooping up to the ceiling. Inhale again, and exhale it out. One more time. Now you can continue to hold, or on an exhale, you're going to bring right knee, right elbow, and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, and back. Continue to alternate. Now keep going on your own. I'm going to turn to the front for just a second so you can see the angle. So you're going out to the side just a little bit so you really hit the oblique. Awesome, let's do 3 more together. So here's an exhale right. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back. Right. Left, last time. Right. Left. And release back down to your knees. Woo, feeling it in shoulders there. Bring your hands back behind you, touching your feet. If you want to take a little pressure off the shoulders, and you can roll the shoulders here to relieve any tension. Okay, to finish up, we're going to do a half rollback series. So you're going to sit with your legs in a hook position. Your feet are going to be flat on the floor. Center myself on the mat here. Okay, so your feet are being flat on the floor. You're going to tuck your tailbone under so that your navel is swooping in and your back is long. You want a C shape with your spine. Arms are going to be forward, parallel to the floor. Fingertips long like you're sleepwalking. On an exhale, you're going to roll halfway back as far as you can go without falling, keeping your feet down on the mat. Inhale, come forward just slightly. Exhale, go all the way back. And inhale forward. Now, as you go back, you're scooping that navel in and you're flexing your abs hard. There's 3, 4. Go at your own pace here. If you need to go a little slower, that's fine. 5. Watch that your shoulders don't start creeping up toward your ears. Keep them down away from your ears. A good postural position. Here's 7. Now challenge yourself. 8, test the water, see how far you can go. You might be able to go farther than you think. 9, last one, we're gonna go back and hold, and then we're gonna lift the legs one at a time. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down. Now if this is too much for you, I want you to just hold in this far back position. There's 2, we're going 5 each side, 10 total. 3, 2 more each side. Again, every time you exhale, your abs are a little bit tighter. Last one. Now both legs together. You can bring your feet and knees together to help get a little bit of a connection. You're going to exhale up, inhale down. Work that balance. Exhale up, inhale down. 3, 4, 5. Again, if you need to, just keep your heels 9, holding on, 10. Now we're gonna add rotations. We're gonna exhale, twist right, inhale center, exhale, twist left, inhale center. If it's too much for you to hold your legs up in the air, place your heels down slightly, onto the floor. You can have your toes up. Keep your knees together. 3 more each side. 2 more. Stay with me here. 1 more each side. And 1 more exercise. We're going to go all the way down to the floor and then sit all the way back up for a V-up. All the way down and up. Back flattens on the floor and up. Remember, we're going slow, moving with purpose. 4. Navel to the floor. 5. 6. You can exhale all the way down. I like to do that there, so I keep that engagement. 7. 8, 9, last one, all the way up, and 10. Awesome, let's do a little hip flexor stretch here. So we're gonna flip over, lay on our stomach, point the toes out, feet about mat distance apart, shoulders back and down, of course, away from the ears, a nice neutral position, hands underneath your shoulders, elbows pointed back, navel scooping up to support our back extension. On an inhale, we're gonna press into the floor, and then exhale, release it back down. Keeping it dynamic here as we're cooling down. We'll go into a static stretch. Once you kind of bring the body back down. 1 more time. And on the next one, we're going to press up and hold here. Couple breaths. Make sure those shoulders stay down away from the ears, not up like this. Nice and long through the neck, like you're a turtle. Pop your head out of your shell. Navel connected. On your next exhale, let's roll it all the way back down. Good. Back to your stomach, or sorry, back to your back. Arms out to the side again. Cooling down rotation. We're going to exhale, drop both knees to one side. Opposite shoulder stays down. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, back through center. 1 more time each side. And coming back to center. 1 little static stretch here. Lengthen your left leg, bring your right knee into your chest. Shoulders roll back and down as you hold here for 2 breaths. And then switching. And then release it down. So we're going to stand all the way up and do our breathing, and then I'll give you our tip of the day. So stay with feet hip distance apart. Disperse your weight evenly throughout the feet. And then on an inhale, reach tall to the ceiling. Abs stay tight. Exhale, releasing down all the way to your hips. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Release any tension out through your fingertips. 1 more time. Awesome job. Great class today, guys. All right, so at the end of every class, I always give you 1 tip to help you reveal those wow abs. So today's tip is water, and it's your first tip because I think it is the most important. Okay, you need to drink 3 to 4 liters of water per day, which this is 1 liter. Okay, so you need to drink at least 3 of these a day. If you're working out or it's extra hot in the summertime, you should drink more. And the reason that you need this much is because your body naturally uses 2 liters per day to function. Okay, so it's in order to lubricate the joints, your muscles, in order to have clarity, in order to not to retain water, you need to drink extra. Okay, so 3 to 4 liters is the ideal amount. This is 20 ounces. So if you're drinking 20 ounces or 20 ounce bottles, you need to drink at least 5 of these, about up to 100 ounces. So again, the more that you drink, the less that you're going to hold or retain here. and the more that your abs will show. So I hope you had a great class today.